Hi and welcome to She Will Shine TV. My name is Danielle Price. On today's episode we have a chat to Kate Hamer from Ethikate. Now Kate is a lawyer and trademarks attorney and she'll be discussing with us why brand protection is important for small business. She'll also be discussing what a trademark is and the importance of trademarking. I hope you enjoy it.
As a small business owner, you invest a lot of time and resources in developing a really great brand that that is the personality essentially of your business. It's fundamental to distinguishing your products and service offerings from your competitors. So, you want to make sure that with a good brand, you're standing out from the crowd. Equally important is to make sure that you do things to protect that brand, because if you allow other people to use something that's similar, or that may even be exactly the same, the problem that you're going to face there is that all that time and effort that you put into investing in a great brand is going to become almost redundant, and the value that you acquire in your brand through your reputation and through different brand protection strategies is going to become diluted in the marketplace. So it doesn't really matter what size your business is, there are ways that you can protect your brand that are cost effective and that will help you achieve your business goals. So a trademark is a sign that you use in your business to distinguish your goods and services from your competitors. So a trademark's not just simply your logo, it can be a whole heap of different elements within your brand that makes it unique and is what distinguishes it. So you can have your brand name as a trademark, which is one of the most important ones that you can have. You can also have your artwork and your images that you use maybe as part of your logo or as part of some of your product packaging. You can also have slogans and taglines registered as trademarks. There's really no limit to what you can trademark, as long as it is distinctive and doesn't describe what you're offering and is unique to you, so no one else is already using it. So one of the most cost-effective ways that you can protect your brand and then your trademarks is to actually register them. So trademark registration is great because what it does is it gives you the right to exclude all your competitors from using your brand for similar goods and services. And the other important thing about a trademark is that it also gives you a defence against infringement for other people. So for a small business owner, it's actually a really cost-effective tool to protect yourself from trademark infringement claims. The third reason that a trademark registration is really important is that it creates an asset for your business, and that almost becomes like a tangible asset. So similar to your bricks and mortar, except that a trademark registration is actually a lot more valuable for your business, and it will give you the option to later on sell the business for a much higher price than what you would if you didn't have any branding rights. And it will also allow you to potentially franchise or otherwise license out your brand to other people. And you can also even secure it. So if you're wanting to sort of grow your business down the track, it can become a really valuable asset that you can secure to get a loan for your business. Okay, so we've talked a little bit about branding and how it's fundamental to your business and how equally so is brand protection. I think the really important thing for a small business owner to understand is that it's far more cost effective to implement a brand protection strategy up front rather than trying to take steps here and there to protect your brand, which may or may not be effective. So a lot of small businesses might go out there and register a business name, or they might register their domain names and think that that might be enough to give them rights. Or sometimes they may be savvy enough to even go and register as a trademark their logo, not realising that a logo will give them some protection for their brand but may not be enough. So it's really important to invest upfront initially, not even before you decide or settle on what your brand is going to be, to get some advice about, and think about what you're doing with your business, where you want it to go, and how you want your brand to be perceived. Think about what the most important branding elements are and wrap that up into a brand protection strategy so that you are in a position where you have You can make more informed choices about what you're doing with your business, how you're going to protect it, and you can also budget for it a lot better. So I think one of the key things is that a lot of business owners who do go out and register different brand elements, whether or not that be a trademark or whether it be through other means like a business name or domain name, which actually doesn't give you any rights that a trademark gives you, is that a lot of these small business owners then come and see me because what's happened is they then receive a cease and desist letter in the mail. And this can be a really heartbreaking and expensive process for small businesses because then you've got to rebrand. And that means that you might have invested a whole heap of money in corporate stationery, in packaging, in products that hold the brand, in signage, and all of that has to then be redone, and you then have to go through the whole process from start. So it can become very expensive and costly to do a brand protection strategy sort of on an ad hoc basis. So what I recommend is doing it up front, doing it right, and only having to pay for it once. And you'll have a much more sustainable brand and therefore a much more valuable and sustainable business.